In this video, we are going to talk about the domestic development of Hailiang. Hailiang entered its copper business in 1989, and in 1995, Hailiang built the first private enterprise-owned school. In 1999, Zhejiang Hailiang Limited Company is incorporated. In 2002, Zhejiang Hailiang Education Group is incorporated. In 2008, Hailiang is listed on the Shenzhen Exchange. In 2012, Hailiang entered into the agriculture business, and the next year it entered into the industrial finance business. From a resource-based view, Hailiang's success is based on multiple factors. Firstly, it seized up the huge opportunity brought by reform and opening up of China and its rapid economic development, incorporated and capitalized the unique event into its business. Hailiang has grown from a small enterprise with original capital of 160,000 yuan to a large international private-owned group with its assets totaling 71.1 billion yuan. With a huge amount of capital, Hailiang has more opportunities that it can pursue than most of other companies, which means Hailiang will be more in control of managing and achieving its visions. Hailiang's success is also inseparable from its ability to predict the general trend of the economic environment and utilize its resources to capture those values. Hailiang started as a copper company, but it was able to identify the shifting demand from industry products to service side, and started setting foot in other totally irrelevant business areas.
For an industry-level perspective of Hailiang's early development, we conducted a Porter's 5 Forces analysis on Hailiang's early years as a copper pipe production company. Looking at the Chinese copper pipe market in the early 1990s, we can conclude that threat of substitutes is low. This is because there are simply no viable substitutes for copper piping. Plastic comes close, but it is neither safe, easy to make, or cheap. The power of buyers is also low. In the early 1990s, demand for copper in China is higher than supply due to the emerging economy's construction needs. This means that buyers cannot dictate terms to suppliers and will likely have to accept any terms they get. The bargaining power of suppliers is thus high. With high demand fueled by the construction industry and a limited amount of domestic and international suppliers, as the market is still a fledgling, suppliers are free to dictate terms. The threat of new entrants is medium. Relationships with local domestic officials in Guangxi make entering any Chinese market somewhat difficult. However, with the economic opening up of China in the early 1990s, the amount of prospective entrants increases. Considering all of this, industry rivalry for copper piping in China in the early 1990s can be considered medium. Guangxi relationships with local officials as well as potential suppliers are key for success in this industry.
In October 2016, Hailiang moved their headquarters from Zhouzhou to Haizhou. However, they still maintain a close relationship with the local government to show support and gratefulness to the location where they founded. As Hailiang moved their headquarters to the capital city of Zhejiang province, they also moved higher on the government scale, which enables them to create a close relationship with high-positioned people and gather greater benefits for a company, such as taxation benefits. Each of the Hailiang subsidiaries fall into different government departments and operates in different cities. For example, Hailiang Education recently formed a 30-year education partnership agreement with the Niger government, Zhouzhou City, to launch their foreign language school. Niger government will run schools, buildings, and Hailiang will help to uplift the local education level in Niger through its established brand and resources.